So it has started streaming finally. Okay, so let's get started with our question number. Okay, this is edit. This is for save. What happened? Is my stream going through or not? Let me refresh. Don't know what does it load for time. But anyways, I think it's going through, and let's take to question number 6. So if you see the question number 6, it says the numbers x and y are not integers. Okay, got it there. X and y are not integers. Okay. And the value of okay. Yeah, so the value of x is closest to which integer? So basically closest. So this is called greatest integer function, or you can tell it as a floor function. And then there is this. This is called a least integer function, or CU function. So we may use this, we may not, just for our information and revision. Let's see the first information piece of information. It says 4 is the largest. 4 is the integer that's closest to x and y. Okay, it says that x plus y, whatever is in between 4 and 4.5, right? And it could be between 4 and 3.5. So basically it is 3.5 and 4.5. It is in between this range. But this is, yeah, these are not integers, so that's okay. Now, the second thing that is given here is, okay, so whether this is enough to tell which is x closest to, of course, no, because y, like x could be like 1.4, and y could be 1.4, and x could be like 2.4. So this makes it like 3.8, which is actually here, but it could be 1.3, and this could be 2.5. So like multiples are not sufficient. Then we see the second one. 1 is the integer that is closest to x and y. So since 1 is the integer, then it could be 0.5 x minus y 1.5. Okay. So these are the two equations. Now, with these two equations, we have to see what is the value of x that is closest to the integer. So let's see. X, let's take it. Okay. We can make it about, graphs. It should be easier to solve. Okay. So let's see, z is equal to x plus y, and w is equal to x minus y. Now the problem is x cannot be integers, so it has to be this function, right? Do you remember this function? This is a fractional function. So if we plot it like that, it would be something like this. So this is not included. This is kind of x with not included integer functions kind of thing. Okay. So making this x plus y would be a really difficult problem for graphs. We will not use graphs. Okay, so how you'll solve this? Better is to take some values. So we know we take standard values, but here there are two uh, things. So what we'll do is try to eliminate one of them. We'll see 3.5 x plus y greater than 4. So here, let's subtract. Let's add everything. This becomes 5.5, and this becomes 4, and this cancels out, right? So it becomes x. The x is in between 4 and 5.5. So it could be like 4.1, so it is closest to 4 here. It could be 5.1, it's closest to 5 here. So there are two values and we're combining. And I think still what we can do is we can check the value. No, that's okay. So we cannot make sure it is E. Let's see. Yes, the answer is E. Let's see what's the solution. The number x and y are integers, the value of x is which integer? 4 is an integer. So let's do x and y. There are some deals with rounding off. Okay, the question is definitely rounding off. And let's say this and like this, same what we did for 2x, 6, which makes it. Okay, why is this different? Oh, right, this is 2. So that becomes. Still, I think that doesn't matter if we divide it by 2. This will become 0.25 and this will become 2.75, right? In this case also, if it is 2.5, 2.51 suppose, then it is close to 3, right? When it is 2.6, sorry, then it's 2.3, it's close to 2, so still not. Okay, right. Yeah, right answer, but wrong solution. Okay, so let's go for the next question here. Sand question. Sand question says, are x and y both positive? So you just need to tell whether x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0. Since it is both, we have to prove that and there is a is sign, so we have to prove yes or no. So these are the things that we already know, already do. So our first piece of information is 2x minus 2y is equal to 1. Can we prove this? This is like whether x is greater than 0? Could be. Y is greater than 0? Could be. So not sufficient, definitely. Why do I say that now? Yeah. Why? Because if you put a value, right? If I do -1, this becomes -2. Okay, and now I have put x is equal to -1, and now you have to make this guy greater. So you put something that is greater. So this becomes like, right, 1.5. Okay, and -1.5. So y is equal to -1.5, and this is 3 plus and so on. Okay, so this is when x is negative, y is negative. Let's say now positive. So I take x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So, sorry, again 1.5. So -3, this becomes 4, and this becomes 1. That's why I think it's not sufficient. Basically, two variables, and you cannot get a unique solution to two variables. It's very difficult, usually. Okay. X by y is greater than 1. Now, in this condition, this is greater than 1. That's nothing is, that could be anything. Could be both positive, could be both negative. Okay, but could that be other signs? That's greater than 1. That means either both are negative or both are positive, or one of them is 0. But 0 is also not allowed because it's greater than 1. So it is always positive. It cannot be fractions. So both are positive. Now, because it could be 2, it could be 2.5, it could be 5, all of them. But either both will be negative or both will be positive. So both will be having the same sign. That is the information we get in this one. But of course, this is not sufficient because we get both positive and negative. In this one, we see here this is same sign, okay, and this one is opposite signs. So whenever there is the same sign, oh, this is also the same sign. Sorry, this is the same sign, this same sign. It's not sufficient. Oh gosh, I'm getting E answer like AD. Let's see. C is the answer. I was thinking this is C. It looks like a C. And can be phrased as x minus y is equal to half. We know that x is greater than y. The difference is positive. One of them is insufficient. Statement 2 has two options, either positive or negative. Okay. Since the difference is positive, one of them is insufficient. Okay. So because we don't know whether they both are positive or negative, two of them is insufficient definitely. From one we know that it's greater than y. Yeah, this is the thing. The only option to prove they are positive. Okay. How does one give you x is greater than y? Okay, x is greater than y. Okay, here x is greater than y. Right, here also x is greater than y. How did they get that? They got it by making it x minus y is equal to half. And we know that since the difference is positive. Okay, since the difference is positive, this will be always greater than this. Right, simple. Since x is greater than y, and this could only happen if both are negative, then -1 -1, this is definitely not greater than 1. First of all, you have to be greater than 1. That means for being greater than 1, if they are negative, if both are negative also, this, okay, when they are negative, this has to be greater. It will be like 2, and this has to be 4. But this is greater, right? But when they are positive, then it's 4 by 2, and this is greater, right? So definitely that's the question. Okay. So when this is the one we can choose, that definitely this option is wrong here. And this option is the only one that is correct. So we get C answer. Nice question, easy question, but yeah, mess it up. Okay, let's see question number 8 here. Question number 8 looks quite easy. Let's see. Question number 8. If 500 is a multiple of 100, okay, so 500 is a, if it's a multiple of 100, that's closest to x. Definitely is a multiple of 100, that is closest to x. Oops, the multiple of 100, definitely this is 5. Now, whatever is this, okay, some, let's say x, and 500 is closest to x, and 400 is a multiple of 100. That's closest to y. Okay. Then which multiple of 100 is closest to x plus y? Okay, so basically you need to tell it multiple of 100. That's it. Let's see the first one. X is less than 500. Okay, this is fine. If x is less than 500, not a problem, because it is definitely 450. Or basically here like this. And this doesn't have any information, not sufficient. If it has no information of y. Second one has information of y, which says now y is less than 400, which has to be greater than 350 when it's closed. And now this is also not sufficient, so let's combine. We have to make x plus y. X plus y will be 0, 0, 8, and 9, 0, 0. And this is x plus y. It's between 800 and 900. Damn, this is also not sufficient. Because this could be 801. X plus y could be 851. It leans towards this and it's leaning towards this. I hate the answer. I hate these. Okay, wait. Before seeing the answer. I did last time, I made a mistake of adding. And I didn't take 2x. Let's say this time x plus y. X plus y. Okay, I didn't do that mistake. See then the answer. Oh, please be. Yes, it is. Right. Plus y is 800 and the answer would be 800. X plus y is 862 and 900. If 960, the answer would be 1000. Okay, now this sum has become something wrong. This 500 is 550 and 450. Yeah. Knew I was doing some mistake, couldn't be that easy. 550. 450. This was a very easy question. Let's stop making mistakes from next question. Fun look stuff. Okay, 1 upon p is greater than r upon r squared plus 2. Okay, basically yes or no answer. Question p is equal to r. If you put r here, this will become a quadratic equation, and we want to know whether this, so basically this will become 1 plus r is greater than r squared plus 2. And can you solve this? Okay, let's take one example. If r is equal to 1, so this will become 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, which is 1 is greater than 1 by 3 definitely. That's true. For making it false, let's take a minus example. Take like minus 3. This will become positive. This guy is always positive. This will be minus 3. This will be minus. But would it be greater? I don't think so. Minus 1 by 3 is greater than minus 3 by 11. Yeah, 3 by 11 definitely. You know, this would be actually less than 1 by 3. This would be like 1.25 or something. Wouldn't be 1.25, but yeah, around some 1.29 or something like that. So this guy is greater than this. No. So we get a yes answer when we put 1 there. So that is 1 is greater than 1, 3. Yes answer. We get a no answer. This is sufficient. Let's take the second one. Let's say that r is greater than 0. Okay, now you can definitely see if r is greater than 0, you will get this answer, right? Because if it is like 1 by 2 is greater than 2 upon 4 plus 2, Okay, so this 6 and 1 by 3 less than 1 by 2. And that's right. Oops, I did some mistake here. It's like 3.9. Okay, got it. I messed up.